Top doctors and health experts are criticising the New South Wales government for easing COVID restrictions despite daily infections tripling in a week. Chief Health Officer Kerry Chant is at odds with the government over mask-wearing rules as unvaccinated people secure the same freedoms as those who are fully jabbed. The decision comes after an alarming forecast that could see the state have 25,000 cases a day by January.
We have seen a rapid uptick in cases, and what we believe is that Omicron is driving that uptick.
There were 1,360 cases recorded in New South Wales in the latest 24-hour reporting period, the highest since September 11. On that day, there were over 1,100 people in hospital with COVID. The latest number is 166. 24 are in ICU.
We've always said as we've opened up, as mobility increases, our case numbers will increase. Our case numbers alone are not the only important factor. What is important is our hospitalisations and ICU presentations.
Dr Kerry Chant says the Omicron variant is more effective at evading the body's immune response, but
what we don't know yet is clinical severity. Everyone is working together to get the best information we've got across the world.
The next stage of the state's roadmap has begun. You'll need one of these only if you're catching public transport, a plane or at the airport, and you'll only need to check in to high-risk settings and venues. Unvaccinated people are living under the same rules as those who are fully vaccinated, but it's also up to individual businesses. Capacity limits for retail and hospitality are scrapped. The Premier has pleaded with the media not to focus on daily case numbers. The Health Minister Brad Hazzard then gave this forecast.
By the end of January, we could be looking at 25,000 cases of the virus every single day. So that takes us, on my maths, to about 175,000 in a week. It's a lot of work to do on that maths. We may not get to 25,000 new cases every day, but we could.
What I'd say to Australians is yes, we can see those cases, and yes, they will increase with Omicron. There's no doubt about that. They will continue to increase. But what we are watching very closely, myself and the Premiers, is what the impact is on our public hospital system and on the incidence of serious illness.
Thousands of people across New South Wales are in isolation after attending a nightclub, pub or Christmas party at the same time as someone COVID positive. The Health Minister had this advice to anyone wanting to avoid quarantine over the festive period.
If you don't need right now to be in a jammed-in, packed-in environment, with no windows and nothing happening except music thumping, well, maybe it's not a good time if you want to have a Christmas day.
Kenny Heatley, Sky News, Sydney.